Hi, and welcome to another episode on the Giselle Makhlouf Show. And this is Yalla, Let's Talk.
Today we're talking fashion, everything style, design, patterns, and so much more. So please stay tuned. And with me today I have a special guest, Catherine Colubriale, who is a bespoke fashion designer, and let's talk to her to find out more. Hi Catherine, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me, Giselle.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here and interviewing you in your space. So we want to learn more about you and what you do.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. So I just want to start with, what inspired you to become a fashion designer?
Do you know, to be honest, I've never known my life any other way. I've always loved creating beautiful things. So even as a little girl, creating was a very natural thing for me. And through the years, it just became what it is.
It's just sort of, it's in you and you're letting it all out. Yeah, that's nice. You got to follow your passion and your dream.
You sure do.
And sort of, what is your design philosophy? So what is your philosophy on design?
But when I'm working with individual women, this is what I love to do, I try to create their story through what I do. So tapping in onto their emotions, what kind of event is it, even to the point of what class of people are they, because we're all very different. So that's the way I like to go. I like to go deep inside and get to know who you are. And that's where the best inspiration comes from.
And then you bring it out.
And then you bring it right out, yeah. And usually it shocks them.
What's your favourite part about being a fashion designer?
For me, I think the best part at this stage of my career is working with the individual customer. And I like to do my own thing. When I'm creating my own thing, I love that because that gives me total freedom. But when I'm with the client, it's really all about them. And I love to be able to bring a dream of hope that they're hoping that they're going to look a particular way. And we delve into them. That's where I really love to design from. When I'm one-on-one, when I'm creating a collection, it's a whole different inspiration.
Yeah.
Different mindset.
So it just depends on what it is that you're doing.
Correct.
And who it is.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
And what inspires your designs? Like, where do you get your inspiration from?
So inspiration, to be honest, people ask me it all the time. And I think inspiration comes from people you meet, places you go. It could just be something as simple as you're at the cafe and someone walks across that's put a colour together that it can literally bring out a whole collection because you think, well, that's really interesting. And then my ideas get multiplied and so you could be inspired. You could be at the sea. You could be looking at something on TV. You could be anywhere and something will trigger an inspiration. And then as a designer, it just gets multiplied in your mind.
That's where all the design stuff kicks in.
Yes.
So in you saying that, do you remember any specific moment where something like that inspired you?
Yeah, like one year I was asked to do, for example, a cultural collection. So I was amongst other designers and they said, everybody choose a culture. And at that time I was really into meditation and chanting and all sorts of things. And I actually went opposite to my culture and I chose the Indian culture because I loved the saris and I loved the silks and all the colors in it. And that was a big inspiration because the fact that somebody said culture, it was what I was into at the time. Okay. So sometimes your inspiration comes by whatever you're feeling at that time in your life, whether it's your lows or your highs or people you've met. But that particular time, I went that way with the collection because of what spiritual development I was working on myself.
Yeah. It's a nice way to get into it.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah.
It brings it out. So, yeah. So inspiration from anywhere. There we go.
100%.
So what is your design process from the initial stages to your final stages, and what does the client expect through that whole journey as well?
So usually for us, we like to make an appointment, obviously, to sit down. I get to have a little bit of a chat. If they're very good, I might give them a glass of champagne.
Why not?
Could be a coffee, but it's a moment of just sitting and getting to know that person really, really well. And I throw some ideas at them. When they go ahead with it, we draw the design. We look at fabrics, there's all sorts of beautiful things. As you can see, we choose fabrics that will suit them in colour, depend on complexions. And then they go through a process. So we create a toile, which is where we construct a pattern. They fit that first, and then they come in. The second one is in their fabric. They do another one where we finalise any tweaks that need to be done, and then we wrap it up.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. It's a nice journey and stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's very memorable.
Yeah. And it's a good experience for them as well, the client, the customer.
100%.
And they see how much work goes into it.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. I don't think they realise until they see what you're doing, what goes into it.
Because a lot of it is, because I suppose when you're working on it yourself, sort of like they just come, they see those little bit of those stages, and then the end result. Thank you very much.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's good to see the whole.
It is. It really is. And when you show them, actually, we take photos, and when we look back, they go, "Oh, I don't even remember that," and I'm like, "Yeah, because that's what I was working on for months." So it's really funny.
And you got to have a laugh and have fun with it.
100%. If it's not fun, you actually don't get to know your client.
Yeah.
Because there's a border, like a wall that is formed, and you can't tap in.
Yeah.
So you can't do bespoke unless you get in there.
True.
You have to get to know them.
Yeah, because it's about them at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No. I'd love to see more of your design process. Can you please take us to the studio and see where all the magic happens?
Oh, I would love to. Let's do it. Come on,
let's
come this
go.
way.
Yalla, let's go.
Come, Giselle.
Thank you.
Come and see what I love.
Yes, I want to see you, what you do and everything. So let's see where all the magic happens. So where do you start? What's the process? Where do you start?
So the process. Okay, so after we've had a meeting, we have had a consultation, and we generally end up with a design.
So that's a sketch. But you can't see it. You can't see it.
Then after that, we start constructing a pattern according to their body measurement. Okay. So this is like a pattern that's a base, for example, that we've started.
Yeah.
And then after this, when the client comes back, the dress is expected to be something like this in the style that they've agreed upon.
Okay.
And then from there...
And sorry, and what do you call that again?
That's a toile. So it's a calico fabric, but it's called a toile.
Okay.
And then from here... when they come back for another fitting, then they go into the actual fabric. This is where it starts to become something. The dream starts to form, basically.
With that.
Yeah, and then from there you choose the fabrics.
Whatever they want. And that. So this is amazing. This is a nice, it's a nice piece.
So with some of these fabrics, we actually get them designed for them. We get them created for them. So some clients want specific designs, colour, like this one's very colourful. It's a specific for someone. It just depends what they want. So we can access anything. It depends on what they want to create. And then, for example, this one, 2 different women like it. So we're doing a pale pink for one.
Okay.
There's something that's going to look like that.
Okay.
And then for the other lady, we're doing this because she likes that.
Okay.
So it just depends on what they like.
And it brings out the colour, whichever one you can bring out.
Yeah,
the pink, the darker pink or the softer pink.
That's exactly right. It depends on what they like. If they, want more soft and elegant, or, they're a bit more out there. They don't mind being noticed, like me. So it's all good.
Why not? And just tell me, how did you come across this? Did someone specifically ask about this fabric, or you just put it together according to what they want?
I did this with my supplier. We created this and then got them to start it.
Oh, wow.
And then I send you a little sample to see if it's on track.
Okay.
It's beautiful. And they're very trusted. So when you work with people that know what you like, it's easier to produce things that I like. And we bring them to the client. They love it.
Yeah, I love how it's all different colours and patterns and that. And would you use this, it depends, on the client. So would you use this as part of an outfit or a whole outfit?
So it depends what they want, Like these ones want this to be, one of them wants it as a bodice and the other one wants to use it as a trim. So you might just trim parts of it. It might be just a little bit across there. Some want collars in it.
Okay.
Some like it as a cuff in a jacket.
Okay.
So it depends what they like.
So everyone's different.
Everyone's so different. That's why you would never know it was the same thing, because you can create so many things from one piece of fabric.
And that's where that whole design and inspiration and magic happens.
Because we're all different. And I think if people go to the difference of who they are, they end up with something really unique.
Yeah. And just coming back to the calico, can you tell me a bit more about it, please?
So this actually is the foundation of the whole process. If you don't get this right and this fit right, the client doesn't actually know what's going to happen.
Okay.
A lot of our clients will identify clearly what their gown's going to look like because of this. Okay. So this is a really important process, getting this. So basically you take this and you form this exactly as what you had agreed on for them to see it. But at this point, changes can be made. Once you get to the fabric, it's almost impossible to change it because it's going to ruin it.
Okay.
So anyone that says to you, oh, they added, it looks patchy.
Okay.
This is a very important part of it. This is where we communicate the design and the vision of the client together. And this is where it's a great start.
Okay.
This is where they start to see it before you continue on.
Before you go to anything.
Okay. And then changes can happen here. As
Correct,
you said,
They can make changes here. It's safe, but once you get past it, it gets more complicated.
Okay, yeah. So get that done right first and then continue on. Okay. So when a client comes to you for design, how do you select the fabric? Do they bring their own fabric or do you supply it? So what's the difference and what's the process in that?
That's actually an interesting question because I do sometimes have people who ring up and say, I've got my fabric and they just want me to make it. That's okay. The problem is with that, the fabric that they choose is not going to work. Probably 99% of the time it's not going to work with the design that I end up creating.
Okay.
Because I use particular fabrics because I'm fussy. So if I'm draping, I like to use silks. If you don't use silk, you don't get a good drape.
Yeah.
So if they come in here with a cheap polyester and say, oh, can you drape it? It's like, I'm guaranteed the job's not going to look good.
Yeah.
So the gown won't work. There's no use using it. So generally when they ring, people come in, we like to include everything. It's a lot more work for us because we have to source particular things, but they end up with exactly what they hoped for. So we generally would recommend that we look at fabric first. And also sometimes they get lost with the pricing. So they'll spend so much money on fabric, it's the wrong fabric, then they come in here and we start all over again. So if anybody's ever looking to go see a designer, can I be open and honest?
Go for it.
What you do is you do your homework first. You get out there, you do your research, you find out about the designer, you find out about fabric. You don't purchase anything. You go back and then you work out, one, what you want to do. Two, you talk to somebody, you go to a professional, you talk to them, get their input, then make a decision. Because let me tell you, almost 40 years of this industry and I've seen it all. And a lot of clients end up crying because nobody guides them in an honest way, but I'm very black and white. So if you were to ever talk to me, it will be what it is. Whether you cry or you don't, I don't really care because people need to speak the truth.
That's right, 100%. You've got to be honest, whatever it is. Because you're making something like, because I'm assuming it'd be, or tell me, it depends what you're making, a dress, a type of dress, or how you want it to fall, like you was saying before. Not all fabrics will work that way.
No, not at all. If they come in, they want a buffy dress and they've bought a mediocre fabric, it's either too stiff or too soft. It's like, well, there's an in-between there. And also fabrics come with different weights. That's what people don't know. You can have the same fabric, but it has different weights in it. Okay. So there's the thread the amount of thread that's used, the type of thread that's used. All of that factors in the way it falls and the way it drapes. So I would say speak to someone before you purchase, then make your decision.
Yeah.
Can you explain colour theory? Like, how would you select certain colours for certain clients? Like, for me, for example, if I came in, I want to make a dress, how would you select the colour for me?
So a lot of the clients come in with some notion of a colour and what they like. And most of the time you can actually wear any colour you like. But what we sort of look at is things like this, right?
Okay.
So we look at colours because shades will factor in. So if you said to me, I want a red, but you might not be an orange red, you might be a tomato red.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we choose it that way because a lot of times what you think is going to work for you doesn't, because what I've noticed over the years is that most women wear what they've always worn. So they come in with that mindset saying, oh, well, I know that red suits me. Well, you don't know that if red suits you, you've just worn red. And so we peel back on that to try and help them work out what works best for them.
Okay. Oh, great. And then that sort of brings out more of their style and their...
It's almost instinctive for me because the minute I see you, I know what you can wear. Okay. And then it's a matter of convincing you of that colour palette. So you might go, it's too bright or it's too soft. We can always find a medium for you.
Okay.
Yep. As long as you pick the right colour and then, and you know what you're doing with picking colours.
Exactly.
So what colour would suit me?
So you come in today and you're wearing khaki. And that's what they do. They come in with khaki. So if I was, depending on the occasion, so if I was making you something for a wedding, I would probably say you could easily step up into, if you go the greens, you'd want to go more fresh, like something like that.
Okay.
Right? So it's still soft. So if you were, say, a mother of the groom or bride, I would choose appropriately because it's very different. What I do for the bride, I do different for the mother of the groom.
Yeah.
Because they are very different. A lot of the times, mother of the groom doesn't want to stand out as much.
Yeah.
So we have to find the balance between the two of them. So there's so many shades, right? There's so many shades, and we pick the shade that we believe and that you also connect to, because to be honest, the color represents your characteristics and your personality. So we need to pull it out.
Yeah.
And we pull it out slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a great way. So there's a bit of process in that, just picking the
100%,
colour.
yeah.
Because then that makes a difference. I suppose once you pick the colour and then you make it into the gown, that's part of what makes it.
Exactly. Yeah. It is. It's a huge part.
Yeah. Nice thinking. I like that colour, by the way. It's nice.
It's a good colour. Brings your eyes out.
Thanks. Do you follow fashion trends or do you start your own trends? So where's the line between that when you work?
So if I'm creating an individual piece for someone, it's actually, I channel the energies actually. People think I'm nuts, but I channel their energy, and that's really where I create from for them.
Okay.
If I was creating a line for myself, I just go within, because I think when people want something different, it's got to come from you, because if you're following anything, then you're giving them the same thing.
Yeah.
So I generally will go with whatever my instincts are telling me is the right thing to do at the time.
Yeah.
I don't really follow any.
I think start your own, do your
It's
own
not for
thing.
me.
Yeah, exactly right. I agree. Do your own thing, exactly right. Trend, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
because
really nice.
I channel energy,
Good on
and
you.
it's what I kind of like. If I want, so as soon as I think I'm going to make a black dress in my collection, that black dress in my mind is multiplied probably 1,000 times in different ways I can do it.
Okay.
So if I follow a trend, it blocks that, and then I'm doing what everybody
Right.
else is doing.
Yeah, it's
So my black dress goes, oh my God, I can put big white flowers. Oh my God, I can throw some diamantes on one shoulder. Oh my God, it can be short, it can be long, it can have a split. My brain works so fast that it's almost impossible for me to follow anything, because it blocks all the energy of that. So no, actually
No, good on you.
you
But
know?
why let it stop you from being creative?
No,
in
you
that?
can't. And when you're an artist in any shape or form, you're being gifted to create. The problem is people are scared. They're scared because when you create and you put yourself on the front line, you're judged. So I don't really care what people think about what I do. I really don't, because my intention is always about getting the best out of that person for them.
Yeah.
And I nail it every time. And I'm very confident with it, so I don't really care what other people are doing or how it's done. It doesn't interest me, because then I block what I'm blessed to do to give to them.
You're right, 100%.
Yeah.
Don't let that stop you. Exactly right. Like you don't want to limit yourself.
No, you can't, because then you're not doing what you're being blessed to do.
That's right.
It's like everything. When people create things, it is a wonderful thing that somebody can bring something for us to enjoy. You know, everyone's freaking out with certain things, whether it's AI or, oh my God, there's electric cars or this, that. But so was when the radio and the TV and when everything came out. So there's this whole mind of fear when there's something new. But it is the creators that bring something new, not the copycats.
That's
it's a
true.
massive difference,
Yes,
you
that's
know?
And I like that you don't let it stop you from being creative, or that trend. Like, it's like it doesn't matter what they're doing. You continue on and you do your thing, and that. No,
100%. That's
good on you. I love
Yeah,
it. Good on you. It's
thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
the hardest thing is for people to be who they are. And today, the biggest worry is these young kids are like clones of each other.
Yeah.
So nobody knows who they are, which means this young generation, when they get to about 30, they actually don't know who they are. They don't know what style suits them. They don't know what color suits them. They haven't explored it.
Yeah.
The reason they haven't explored is because today you copy somebody, some influencer that tells you, you all got to wear tights today because gym gear's the way to go to buy coffee and to go shopping and to see a friend. Like, there's clothes out there, and you feel that self-identity cannot be brought out in anybody. There's no confidence in it. There's nothing unless they explore their own style. And that's what's missing today. Nobody explores their own style. It's actually, for me, to sit down and watch is really frustrating.
Yeah.
I would much rather be judged for who I am than be considered nothing because I'm following everything else. Because you're either you or you're somebody else.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's a hard place today for the young ones, you know. So
No, good on you.
when I work with people, that's what I tap into. And initially they get a bit scared of themselves. Not me. They're scared of themselves because you're actually saying, well, who are you? What do you like? And they just go, oh, but Catherine, this is what I'm looking at. So I get the phone comes out and all the images. I said, yeah, but you can't wear that.
Yeah.
You can't wear that. You know, your shoulders are too low, your neck's too short, your legs are not in the, and I'm critical in a positive way, and I don't care if I offend them. They know that. But when they get what they want in the end, it is beyond what they expected when I do this.
Yeah.
It is beyond, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I get so excited about what I do, because it's the end result that I work towards.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So if you said to me, create, it doesn't exist. You have to trust me to be able to do it. But more so I have to trust myself to be able to bring it to you. So when I sit with people, I say to them, can you see your vision? Can you see what you're going to look like when you stand at the church door, or you're walking up to your partner, or whatever it is? And they go, oh, I haven't thought about it. I said, well, how are you going to get there?
Yeah.
I said, I have to see you dressed from head to toe so that I can create it. So I have the vision before them. Yeah. They actually don't have the vision. I do. So the only way I can have the vision is to trust my ability to be able to create that. Yeah. And that's why I love what I do, because I never know what I'm going to do with the next person.
Yeah. It's different.
It's different for everybody.
No two people are the same.
No two people are the same. And I say it every day. Yeah. No two women are the same. How can you be? Yeah, you think different, your life experience is different, your eyes move different, your legs move different. Yeah. We're not the same. If we tapped in on that, this world would be a much nicer place. Yeah. There'd be so much more to offer. There isn't anymore at the moment anyway. No. Hopefully it'll change.
And be true.
But that's to you. Yes.
No, good on you.
We've got to teach the young ones.
Yeah, exactly right. And I think it's great that when people come to you, that's what you do with them, and that's what they
100%.
That's what they want.
They have no choice.
Exactly
I say to them, you're either going to like me or you're not. And if you don't like me, I'll respect you. And if you like me, I'll respect you. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference to me. But I'm going to tell you what I think. And I also say there's the door. The door that you walked in from. You can walk out.
Just before we finish up, can you please tell me your journey, a bit about your history from when you started till now?
So I've always wanted to do it. I don't actually know my life any other way, believe it or not. But at about the age of 13, my father bought me a sewing machine, and it was one of those old-fashioned pedal things. And I just started sewing little things from there. By 15, I was making money out of it.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, by 18, 19, I was supplying stores around the local area. So I'd make dresses, I'd make up samples, I'd carry the bag, and I'd go and see who would buy it.
Oh, wow.
I had 5 stores by the age of 19, I was selling to 5 different boutiques. Then I decided to open my own little business in Kingsgrove. I was 21.
Good on you.
Yeah, and it's been ever since then. So I've, had lots of ups and downs, but it's been a beautiful journey, and I haven't given up on it.
Good on you.
And then I've tried different things along the way. I've met lots of different people. I've put myself in positions where someone so young probably wouldn't even try these days, and managed to get really big corporate jobs in my early 20s, and moved into this area probably about 20 something years ago, and I've moved to Paddington and then decided to come back because it's just more convenient. But I've got a very big story, probably needs another day.
I'll be back for that story. I'll definitely be back for that story.
And now it's time for random questions. So let's pick a random question. Kat, please.
Oh my God, I pick it? Okay.
Yeah, any random question.
Let's hope. What is it?
It says, if you could be any animal, which would you be?
An eagle.
Oh, wow. Nice. Wow.
Yeah, I always want to be an eagle because I can soar and be free.
Yeah,
to do what I want, be where I want, and land where I want.
That's it. Yeah. Freedom is the key. That's it. Yalla, another random one.
What was it? You didn't expect me to be that clever.
No, you are clever. You are. If you could wake up tomorrow, anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Paris.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Just be.
I've always loved Paris. I have a connection to Paris, and I love Italy as well. Okay. I also love where we come from.
Yeah, as well. Lebanon can be.
Yeah, Lebanon's beautiful.
Yes. Of course. And this one. If you were given, if you were given 100,000 to start your own business, what would it be?
I'd do the same thing.
The same thing.
Well, that was a waste of time. We'll do one more.
Okay, tell me about your Tell me about your most unusual talent or party trick, if you've got one.
I can do the splits. I think I can still do.
Oh them. Wow!
Yeah.
Oh cool.
Yeah.
That's
not great. Now. I can still do that. I need to warm up.
Okay. But then that's a party trick. Yeah. There we go. A talent.
Yeah, because I'll flip and then do the splits.
I love it. Yeah, why not? It's good that you still got that there in you. That's it. Cool. That was random question time. Thank you so much.
Catherine, thank you so much for your time today, for having me here in your space and seeing how you work and what you're about. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'll see you again. We'll be back for more. So that's it. That's the Giselle Makhlouf show. And today with Catherine Colubriale. Thank you so much again. Please stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video. What 2 non-essential items would you want if you were on a deserted island?
I would want.
Yeah.
Well, apparently someone said once, what do you call it? Tweezers?
Okay, tweezers.
Yeah, just so you can maintain things.
Why not? On a random island?
Water, maybe water.
Water?
Yeah, I'll be logical.
Non-essential.
Oh, non-essential.
So what is essential?
Okay. Oh,
So tweezers and something
Oh.
else. Like,
I don't know. What's non-essential? We need
Is everything.
everything.
yeah, tweezers and.
Oh, someone who gives me a headache.
You want them on the island?
No, I don't want them on the island. Did you say non?
Non-essential that you want on the island.
Oh, non-essential. No. Oh.
So tweezers is good.
Need,
That
you
you-
don't need.
Like a luxury
But you
or-
love it. You
Yeah.
can't live without. It's personal to you.
Yeah.
What would it be that it's non-essential? So you live
Non-essential.
without it on an island, but you'd like to have it on
On
an
the
island.
island. Like you don't.
Oh, my husband.
Oh.
You don't need it.
Is